My name is Sophie Zadie, and I'm going to be peer reviewing Matthew's work for Composition Part 1. I really enjoyed all of Matthew's photos because I thought they did a great job of showing what Lexington looks like and what our campus here at UK looks like. The first question asks, does the artist generally understand the requirements of the project? I would say Matthew does understand the requirements of the project because he does a good job of showing different light in photos, such as this one kind of has a sunset to it, and then photos like these are a little more dark and gloomy. That shows different light as it is. Even things like this kind of have more of a shadowy look to them. The next question asks, how effectively has the artist used the elements and principles for the photos? I think he's used the elements and principles in a really good way. For instance, a lot of composition is seen in these photos. He took a photo in between, like these pillars are there, and he took a photo in between. You can see a car. I think that's really cool. Also, these ones. These photos, he had a close-up image of these leaves, and then in the background you see a blurred, like, white kind of fence thing, and then some more brush behind it. I also thought he did a great job with photos like these too. You can see a lot of texture on these raindrops, and really, like, it's almost like you're right there, and you're seeing the raindrops on the flower itself. Some of the photos that I think are really good are obviously these two, the flowers that I just showed you, because I think you did a good job with light and texture. And you'd almost assume that like this would be your main subject, the flower, but instead it's the raindrops on the actual leaves. I also like his photo of the Fifth Third Tower in downtown because the light's coming from a different spot and it's almost like dark on the back, and you can see a nice reflection in the building. I think this one is a really neat photo of what downtown Lexington looks like. I think photos like this also, you can see the texture on the leaf and like actually see the color and these raindrops and really tell what it is. You can really tell what it is. Some photos that I think are weak are probably this one. I do like how it's all like different colored wood and like you can see it's like really light here, but the project didn't ask for flat images, and I would almost say this is a flat image because it is like a wooden fence almost. One more photo I didn't like really was this one. This is something that kind of has some flatness in it. This I do like where the fire is coming up because that's like showing more depth and like you can tell that there's depth with these bricks, but I think it almost does look flat within the image as a whole. Overall, though, I think Matthew did a really good job with all of these photos because they really show what Lexington and campus is looked like. Some improvements I have for his final in composition is, stay away from flat things. Even though this is a really cool photo, it is almost a flat surface and kind of like you lose effect. Even though you get this brush here, which does help with the more depth and texture in it, this is still flat overall, and I think that was the main focus. But I do think this image is pretty cool. I would say get out of your comfort zone. You did take photos of like different things you wouldn't really necessarily see. You got off campus. This is super cool right here with all the like the puddle of rain and the tracks, and that's a really interesting image, like seeing through these. But I don't know, step out. This is cool, but judging from your other work, I know you have really cool things in store. Yeah, so that's it. I think Matthew did a great job, and I can't wait to see what his other photos look like.